found out why my childhood bedroom was always locked when guests came over. It was one of those rules that never came with an explanation. Holidays, birthdays, random neighbors stopping by, my door stayed shut. My mom would quietly turn the key and say it was just easier that way. I stopped asking after a while. When I came home last month, my parents were repainting the hallway. The lock was gone. My door stood open for the first time during a family gathering, and no one seemed to notice except me. I went in out of habit, half expecting to feel like a kid again. Instead, the room felt staged, too clean, too empty. That's when I noticed the closet. The shelves were bare, but the top corner still had scratch marks, deep ones, like something heavy had been dragged in and out over and over. I remembered boxes stacked there when I was little, boxes I was told not to touch. Old stuff, my mom would say. Nothing important. I asked her about it later while she was washing brushes in the sink. She hesitated just long enough for the question to land. She said, "Oh, you don't remember?" Apparently, my room used to double as storage, not just boxes, records, paperwork, things my parents didn't want guests to see, unpaid bills, legal letters, a few items from my dad's old business that ended badly enough that people still asked questions back then. Locking my door was easier than explaining why the house felt off. I asked why they never moved it to the basement. My dad answered from the other room, said, "Because it was temporary." It wasn't. It lasted years. I started remembering small things, being told not to invite friends over, being scolded if I left my door open. My mom once snapping when I moved a box because you could break something important. Important apparently meant fragile adult problems that didn't belong to me but lived in my space anyway. They said they were protecting me, that I didn't need to know any of it, that kids don't understand stress, but I lived with it. I just wasn't allowed to name it. Now that door doesn't lock anymore. Guests walk past it without slowing down. And I keep wondering how much of my childhood was spent guarding secrets I was never supposed to see in a room that was only mine when no one else was looking.